Oh, before I forgot. Yeah, I got my Twitch recap earlier this month, and it was some exciting news. Basically, I was able to see like how many followers that I got this year, and I got 67. So I asked people on my social media, can I have two more followers so I can get to 69, so get to that magic number, the noise number, and I got too many responses, so now I lost my 69 for this year. So basically, I'm just gonna forget about it. So a little shout out to Torfin 54, Nadu 33, and freaking Coco Snow, which is an old friend of mine that I've known for so many years. 20 easy. Oh my god, it's been 25 years. Shit. I've known her for 25 years. And we've been out of touch. Last time I saw her, it was 15 years ago. Yeah. And she recently had a Twitch account. She's listening to stuff here and there. She doesn't follow a lot of people. And she follows me now. And I was like, yay. All right. So yeah, she's my 70th follower for the year, and it's like, no, you ruined it. I haven't told her. If she's watching, sorry, Coco, you ruined it. But I appreciate the thought very, very much. Basically, all right. So the Game of Wars. There's a player's voice category. There's only something wrong with this. Is like you have to make an account and you have to click on the bell to get a notification on when to vote because there's only like three waves. Like there's you can pick um there's like many games that all the games, the list of all the games that have been released like this year that have been nominated for the critics choice, for the player's choice, and you have to pick 10. And among the 10 there's 30 left and you have to pick 5, and then there's 5 of them and then you have to pick one. I wanted Megabonk to be on the list, but on the first wave I couldn't be there to vote. I missed because it's only a 24-hour window. After that, it's closed. You cannot vote on the first wave. Like, it was once on December 1st, another one on December 4th, and one is today. So these are the 5 finalists for Player's Voice, which is Clair Obscur, Dispatch, Genshin Impact, Hollow Knight Silksong, and Watering Wave. I did vote for the second batch, and 3 out of the 5 games that I vote are there. Like Hollow Knight Silksong is someone's favorite, and I respect that. But I'm gonna vote for Dispatch. So here's my vote. I'm gonna submit it. There you go. Now I'm gonna check the categories. And yeah, I voted for every game, but I'll yeah, best esport team. I didn't pick any because basically we could play Eeny Meeny Miny Mo. I'm gonna go with Teal Falcons just to say that I'm not gonna change my vote. All right, so I voted for everybody. So for the best esports team, I don't give a crap about that. Best e athlete, also didn't give a fuck about that. I voted for Menard, Saul Leonardo, whereas he was playing Street Fighter. I was like, nah. Or anyway, it was basically an impulse. All right, so I'm gonna put some music in the background, but instead of putting my other list that got me into trouble, I'm gonna put this one instead. All right. So the best esports game I voted for Counter-Strike, basically because I believe there was some. We have some esports player representing Quebec who plays Counter-Strike 2, and they're really good at it, like world class. Then there's Dota 2 by Valve, League of Legends Riot, Mobile Legend Bang Bang, which is basically the mobile version of League, made by Moonton, and Valorant. So everything is either Riot, a sister company, or Valve. So it's like voting for two studios, basically. So I didn't give a fuck. All right, for creative content creator of the year, Burnt Peanut. Like basically he's doing VTubing, but he's cheating on the VTubing community and his community as well. Is cheating on the VTuber community, and I don't like this at all. He's calling himself a PTuber because he's a peanut. But basically, even though he's using his real eyes and mouth, and it's basically a filter, he's still doing some modeling. Like the base of VTubing is there. So hypocrite right here. I don't like him. I consider him more akin to an annoying orange. You know, Salimbo Studio, Tetaclac. Odenkirk with his thumb things 20 years ago. Tom Tynick and stuff like that. And Kung Pao. It's basically the same thing. So yeah, so I voted for Moist Critical because I believe that he did deserve it to win it this year. I don't know if he won anything during the Stream Awards. I didn't catch the Streamer Awards. I'm not that involved or interested in that environment, basically, so I decided to let it go. Alright, most anticipated game. I found this category really stupid. Like, let's give a trophy on the most hype. And there's like 007 for Slide, Grand Theft Auto 6, Marvel's Wolverine from Insomniac, Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Grand Theft Auto 6 has been on the list for 3 years in a row. I don't think they even won one. So at this point, Grand Theft Auto 6 is a meme. So I'm not expecting him to see the light of day before 2027. And we also made a joke, like for them to be Game of the Year. Like I'm pretty sure that Jeff Keighley is gonna adjust the Game Awards around Grand Theft Auto 6 if it ever release on the month of December, since basically the nominees are being known to the public 2 months in advance. So there's always, you know, a window of time where you know, it's supposed to be for the year, but it's from January to November to October, basically. So there's like 2 months of people that can have release, and they're not gonna get any recognition. But the latest release for Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be around that one. So he's gonna make his like, we make the joke that he's gonna move the ceremony around the release of that game so it could be valid as a contender. Because there ain't no way that Jeff Keighley is gonna just ignore the importance of Grand Theft Auto in video game culture, basically. I voted for Marvel's Wolverine because I'm quite curious about how it's gonna be. Like 007, I don't give a fuck anymore. Like ever since Daniel Craig said he's not gonna be back, and they're trying to put another 007 on another agent. Like, for fans, even the mundane fans, not even the non James Bond fans, they're always gonna put like 007 should be retired as an agent number out of in honor of James Bond. Like, no other people than James Bond should be 007. Like, nobody. Which I found a bit silly. Like, there could be other 007 agent with that number, but it's just gonna be, you know. Anyway, Resident Evil Requiem is like, I'm curious about this story, but I don't plan to playing it. And Witcher 4, like, I'm glad that Ciri is now the protagonist, since I've been following the series, the story ever since it got on Netflix. But yeah, that reminds me that I need to finish my Netflix show as soon as possible if I want to unsub from my Netflix, because that's gonna be next. Like, I'm still gonna have my YouTube, no, not my Disney Plus channel. But there's been some interesting deal that's gonna be that's gonna add, you know, Disney Plus and Crave as a bundle. But at the same time, with what's happening with Warner Brothers, with the Paramount hostile takeover, they really want, like, they make an environment to put Warner Brothers on sale. And they really want it. And then Warner Brothers choose to go with Netflix, which is really not a good idea. But now the Ellison family, since they're being known for their hostile takeover, like, they want to get in touch directly with the shareholders and vote, like, okay, let's go for $30 for share instead of 28 and 25 like they're asking. But nothing stops Netflix, and I'm pretty sure they have more money from going, all right, we're gonna race to 33. And because I'm pretty sure, like, the Ellison family, since they have ties with the government, they're gonna cry to the government and have them involved, since they really shouldn't, but that's where they're going right now. And yeah, basically it's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Like, this merger, I don't see anybody getting out of it a winner. Like, the best scenario would just to Warner Brothers keep continuing, but since the actual CEO of Warner Brothers cannot make his freaking studio profitable, it says, okay, we're gonna make some hits to raise the value, and then we're gonna sell. So right now he wants to sell. And if he sells to Netflix, that's gonna be one less studio to make movies for movie theaters. So the movie theater industry as a whole is going to be in dire straits, since Warner Brothers is one of the big five. It's one of the big studios out there. It's a very old studio as well, you know? If I go back in time and tell my kid self that Warner Brothers is going to be disappearing and merging into somebody else because there's so much trouble, they don't make money, everyone will call him a liar. Because there's so many strong IPs, you know? Best adaptation. This category, I found it funny. Like when a video game adaptation, like, are they good? Like I not heard about Devil May Cry, but the feedback that I have from people who watch the Devil May Cry series on Netflix is like, it's a good story if you don't know anything about Devil May Cry, which is exactly the point. Like, they're trying to expand their fan base and cater on non-gamer fan to get interested into the story. Arcane did something very interesting that make fan and non-fan of League have more interest in League, but Devil May Cry is not gonna do it. Splinter Cell is not gonna do it. Last of Us Season 2, I remember all the fuss when they announced that basically Ellie's mom was the original Ellie in the Last of Us first game. And the internet went crazy, like, why? Well, I'll tell you why. Ellie's supposed to be 15. Ellie, when she was cast, she was 15 in 2009. That was 15 years ago. She's 15 years too old. So, of course, she's going to be the mom. Think with your head. And, yeah, Until Dawn is there because there was nothing else good. There was nothing else good going on this year. People say, what about Sonic 3? Sonic 3 came out in December last year for Christmas. So, yeah, it cannot apply. And I think there was a season of Twisted Metal also, but I think that was last year as well. The latest season. Or did they never made one? I'm not sure. I think they made one season in 2023, one in 2024, then they stopped. Because nobody was watching it because it was on Apple TV. So yeah, the last obvious choice was Minecraft the movie, the Minecraft movie by Warner Brothers. You know, that's the second big movie of the summer. Was it last year? Last time it was Barbie, but now it's like Warner Brothers again. So yeah, they won the summer twice, and they're okay. We're gonna sell. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't like it at all. But I'm pretty sure that Minecraft is going to win because I'm totally seeing Jack Black accepting the award, going to the Game Awards, and at the same time plug the Super Mario movie 2, which I call the Super Mario Sunshine Galaxy movie. Because that's basically what it's about. When you watch the trailer about that. So yeah, let's move on. Best multiplayer. I picked Peak because I wanted to choose what kind of multiplayer would attract non-multiplayer players to join that franchise. Not that franchise, but that category. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Elden Ring Night Rain is the bomb. Like, this has a lot of positive reviews. A lot of people loved Arc Raiders. Some people are still playing Arc Raiders. Battlefield 6 was never a good idea. Like, if people were to get into the multiplayer bandwagon, they would have done so earlier with shooters. So, that wasn't it. I don't think that was it. This is why I think, like, for casuals, Peak is good. Oh, and there's also Split Fiction. Well, Split Fiction being there, I'm just gonna acknowledge. Congratulations, you deserve to be there. Rematch by Kepler Interactive, which is basically the studio that made Clair Obscur. So this is the best sports racing game. All right, so we have EA Sports. FC 2026, F1 2025, Mario Kart World Rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Basically, yeah, as much as I wanted to vote for one of my home studios in EA Canada, it's still freaking EA. I really hate EA. They should stop doing what they're doing. But they're still going at it. I don't like their subscription program. I don't like them locking me out of games that I already own physically, just because I don't want to get into their little programs. Ubisoft is doing something similar, but I haven't played I haven't played a Ubisoft game in a while. Tried to recall the last one that I've played. I think it was Watch Dogs Legion. And there's gonna be the next game that I'm gonna play is gonna be a Ubisoft game. Like what I haven't planned was to play a little demo of Rhino, which is a game that I own on the PlayStation 2. But right now I don't have the stuff to make my PlayStation 2 work anymore. I used to have a TV, and for moving purposes I have to remove it, and I needed to look for another TV. Now I got another TV. I tried to plug everything, it doesn't work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's been so long. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a wire. But basically, my old TV is just furniture at this point because it's heavy as fuck. I made it move in my apartment last spring. It was such an asshole. I have to move a lot of stuff just to put it there. And I felt like if we're gonna take it out outside, like it's gonna be in pieces. Like this is going straight to the scrapyard. All right, so yeah, I voted Sonic Racing out of spite because I felt like this was a day of racing, and I wanted Sonic to make donuts around Mario Kart World, because what they did was quite interesting. People who love racing games love Sonic Racing more. Even though Mario Kart World recently made an patch, they made an update. Sorry, an update and patch. Multiplayer, the lanes are like too straightforward. That there's a lot of straightaways, and it's not very racing challenging. But at the same time, I find them. I don't mind the straight lines because that makes for interesting and tactical battlefields. Like those racing lines, if you want to attack some people, you attack them on the straight lines, not on during the corners, because it's very, very difficult to get somebody in the corner. Like, it's easier to attack them during the straight lines. So that's why I believe the designs were the tracks were drawn like that. But right now, like Nintendo, well, we've been shitting on Nintendo for a lot of time, ever since the Pokemon Company went with those little patent thing. Yeah, this is a testament of them listening to critical comments, or basically constructive critics of the fan base, and they went and changed that. So great for them, power for them. But no, Sonic is still gonna get that category. Am I gonna be streaming the awards? Probably not. I'm gonna watch them, but I'm probably gonna comment on them. But what did I? All right, best sim and strategy. Yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics was on there, but I voted for 2 Point Museum because basically I'm voting with what I see most with my heart. Like Civilization 7, I don't see a lot of people liking that game. They say nah. Jurassic World Evolution 3, I'm never gonna give my vote for that. Tempest Rising, I don't know a lot about that. So there was Final Fantasy Tactics, The Alters, and 2 Point Museum. The Alters got me intrigued. It's on my wish list. I'm not gonna be playing it anytime soon because I'm broke. And we got Final Fantasy Tactics. I see more people playing 2 Point Museum than Final Fantasy Tactics, The Evilist Chronicles. I'm getting on that game, that's for sure, because I want to see those voice actors, even though they speak with old British accent. That makes for a nice, interesting. ambiance. Like, I don't know. I don't want to finish my sentence, basically. I'm gonna leave it there. Alright, best family game. We got Donkey Kong Bonanza. I voted for Lego Party. There's Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross World, and Split Fiction. Yeah, like, I almost voted for Mario Kart World because of what you can do with the controller. Like, very young kids who have difficulty steering or keeping their fingers on the accelerator, you can adjust the controllers to, with their difficulty, like, to make them amazing and they enjoy what they're doing. But I feel like Lego Party is the most family game. Like, Donkey Kong Bonanza is quite interesting, but I voted for Lego Party. Best fighting game. Of course, I voted for Capcom Fighting Collection 2. Not that I dislike 2XKO. It's just that their aggressive ads didn't make me want to play. They show lots of ads without showing much about the gameplay and the character. They're just showing this new character as a robot and nobody else. Like, I want to see the other character. I want to see what the deal is. But yeah, like, there's Echo, there's V, like, of course. There's Jinx, and the other can suck a dick, you know? And Mortal Kombat Legacy, like, most of the games that are in the collections just don't make any sense. Like, what the hell even? So, and then we have Virtua Fighter 5 Revo, which was the Ryoga Gotoku Studio release. So they released 2 games this year, this and Yakuza Kiwami 3. Like, Kiwami 3, like, has a special place in my heart, but I'm not gonna buy it soon. Like, I'm probably gonna buy Pirate and Yakuza first. Best RPG. Well, I voted for Clair Obscur because it is what it is. Avowed was a nice attempt. Avowed was a nice attempt. Kudos for originality, but some people didn't like elements of that game. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Some people find it interesting. A lot of people find it boring. Monster Hunter Wilds. Technically it's an RPG, but Outer Worlds 2. Outer Worlds 2. I wanted to say something about that, but yeah, I think I like the trailer more than the game. I was watching the game and was like, yeah, so there's something about Outer Worlds 2 that doesn't appeal to me at all. Best action adventure. So some people tell me, like, what's the difference between action and action adventure? Well, action, it's basically like Contra, like Ninja Gaiden. You know, there was a side scroller, platform, skill based, hit and then get hit. Action adventure is games like Zelda. Not because they're open world, because you have to walk around. Like, there's some action, but it's basically an adventure. So, of course, Ghost of Yotei is in there. Hollow Knight can be counted in there, even though it's more skill-based. Death Stranding can be in there. Split Fiction, yeah, absolutely, even though it's like multiplayer with the game mechanics. And we have freaking Indiana Jones and the Great Circle from Bethesda. Yeah, no. So yeah, I'm gonna go with for that, I'm gonna go with Ghost of Yotei. So I'm spreading my votes, basically. All the new good games, I'm voting on categories that they should win. Action game, I voted for Hades 2, it deserves it. Battlefield, yeah, it's a first-person shooter. I don't think it's an action game. I think shooters are their own genre. I don't call shooters action game. Doom the Dark Age, same thing. Ninja Gaiden 4. Almost voted for Ninja Gaiden 4, but I think 80s 2 deserved it more. Then we have Shinobi Art of Vengeance by Lizard Cube Sega. I have no idea who that is. Then we have Best VR. I don't care about VR, so I voted for Deadpool. For the lols, basically. Midnight Walk. What is this? Ghost Town. Never heard of it. Arcane Age. Alien Rogue Incursion. If it's what I think it is, it's like... I'm not built to play this game, period. Best mobile game, of course. Yeah, I voted for Persona 5, the Phantom X. Even though they pissed the shit out of me with their ads, I decided I'd rather see them win than Destiny Rising. Sonic Rumble, I haven't heard about much. Uma Musume, a lot of people are going for that. I'm not surprised if they're gonna win. And then we have Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves deserve to be there. I'm not surprised if this is gonna be... Oh, Sonic Rumble by Rovio. That's the Angry Birds studio. Okay. So, let's see. Best debut indie game. So yeah, I voted for Dispatch. Like, somebody... I think Hollow Knight removed itself from this category because they say, oh, it's not, the main dev was like, oh, it's not my first game, it's just my first game with that studio, which is a big difference. Which kind of wonders why is Clair Obscur there. Like, they have a lot of outside monetary backing, like, it should be an indie game, yes, totally, because it's outside of the usual publisher thing. But with the budget that they have, the talent that they managed to get, like, they get so much money, like, it's stupid to call that an indie game. It's like... I think they made it. I think Peter Jackson made jokes with his movie when he made Lord of the Rings, because he was trying to get some big studio behind him, and managed through not even MGM, but you know what I mean. Like, okay, it's the biggest the biggest indie movie ever made, which is gonna be a trilogy. You know, they filmed at the same time in 16 months of shooting. And then we have yeah, Blueprints. Yeah, I'm gonna I said my I said what I wanted to say about Blueprints last time, but I'm gonna say it again. This game is deep. I like deep. But the way that it's made, because they made this roguelike, they committed a sin towards the player, and they made it so, in order to finish the game, you have to gather some items and putting it in a special room, and that's complete the thing, and then you can move on. And basically the rooms are like a deck of cards. You have to draw them, and if the room can be drawn, you can put it on your blueprint, on your map, basically, since you're drawing your matter yourself, you know. And yeah, there is a way for you to finish the game, collect all the items, and then you have to rely on the RNG gods to get the 0.01% chance to get the room at the right moment before you ran out of time with all the shit. Yeah, you have together, put it in your room, and then do the king me bit. This extends. This extends the gameplay exponentially for no freaking reason. I don't see anybody after completing that having ever fun of pulling colors until you get the winner. This is what I call a sin towards the player. Despelot, I haven't heard about that. Like, he looks kind of interesting, but sometimes I don't feel appealed to play that game at all at the same time. So I voted for Dispatch. Best indie game. So yeah, there's Absalom, Ball Pit, Blueprints, Clair Obscur, 82, and I voted for Hollow Knight Silksong because it's deserved. Hollow Knight deserved to be best indie game. Game made outside the traditional publisher system. You see, this is so broad, doesn't mean at all like it feels like corporate jargon, Try to remember, is that from... Oh, it's from Dot Hack Roots. Oh, I put it there because I love that. I love that soundtrack. It's supposed to be for a comic relief moment, but you know what? No, it's lovely. Bless community support. I put Helldivers too. There's no way in hell I'm gonna vote for Fortnite. Oh, they put The Simpsons in it, and the last collab with Kill Bill didn't went for much. Like, I'm curious. Like, I want to see. I really much love to see Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair. The new director Scott of Kill Bill, which is basically 2 movies into one. It's edited to be the whole thing, or is it put back chronologically? Hell no. I mean, Kill Bill 1 is all the good action scenes, and Kill Bill 2 is all the talking scenes. But all in all, it's just one big great story. But yeah, they removed the ending of Kill Bill 1 because it spoils the Kill Bill 2, basically, if you remember. You know, the scene when Bill says, does she know about beep? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, Helldivers, Baldur's Gate, Final Fantasy 14, all good games, but yeah, I think Helldivers deserve it. The best ongoing game, I put Marvel Rivals. Like, I see a lot of people play Marvel Rivals still. Like, Helldivers, some people are getting tired of Super Earth. Yeah, like I said, no way I'm gonna vote for Fortnite. Final Fantasy 14, this game changed so much I don't recognize them anymore, but I'm never gonna play. Because I've been spoiled by the beta, basically. I got a beta key, I played it for 2 weeks. And then the game release is like, I have to lose all my progress and start from scratch. No. Games for Impact. Consume Me, Despelot, Lost Record, South of Midnight, and Wonderstop. I put Wonderstop in because, yeah, I still got tears left. Some people says, okay, it's so sad, you're gonna cry all your tears in your body. But I think I'd like to think that I don't have any of those left, but you know what? I think I can make room for it. But yeah, South of Midnight, it was so much good. So sad it's not nominated in more things. But yeah, Lost Record. I couldn't vote for that because of non-Montreal, you know. Looks interesting. It's still on my list, but I need to check if I'm gonna still like it or not. I don't know. Innovation and accessibility. Yeah, I did some research and I helped some people in the know. And the winner should be, and this is going to be a shocker, Assassin's Creed Shadow. I know Sound of Midnight is it's like a second nomination. It did some innovative thing, make it accessible. But the runner-up would be EA Sports FC 26, which is basically the first multiplayer online game that has a high contrast mode. That's great. But when we're talking about full accessibility, we're talking about the blind. But yeah, Ubisoft went so long with being, close but no cigar, that they always did little by little without putting the money needed to make it full accessible. They could, they just won't. And then we have so we have this. Best performance. Alright, I do not regret. Oh. Okay, that's what I want to vote. Okay, I still don't regret my choice. Because there was, after I first voted, I did my opinion. Like, if I were to choose one of the 3 performances in Clair Obscur Expedition 33, I would have gone with Charlie Cox, who played Gustave. But he did something, outside, like he said, thank you for the nomination, but I think he won some prize. But every time in his speech, he said something similar to, I don't deserve the award, I'd rather give this to the French mocap actor who did all the heavy lifting. I forgot what his name was, and I 100% behind that statement. Like, Charlie Cox, he's a gentleman, giving credits with credit is due, because it's true. Like, with Death Stranding, they mocap as themselves, and they do their own voice. Yet, none of them are in there. Well, maybe Troy Baker, if you count his role as Higgs. But yeah, the reason I voted for Troy Baker is not for his role as fucking Indiana Jones. Because yeah, he does a great Harrison Ford. He embodies the spirit of Indiana Jones. I don't mind that. But I wanted to vote for Troy Baker for his performance in Death Stranding 2 on the beach. But yeah, if I wanted to vote for anybody, Expedition 33, I would go for Charlie and his speech about him giving his award to the French mocap actors, performers who did the most of the heavy lifting. And yeah, he also said something that it's totally needed in both video game and movies. Best mocap performance. Please. Is it too much to ask? Best mocap performance. Yes. Yes. Like Andy Serkis, never been acknowledged for his work. I'm probably he's gonna get an Oscar for lifelong achievement, something like that. Because it's so demanding. It's so physical. It's so demanding. Like, I don't know if every Kashi does their own mocap, because that character sure looks like them. But yeah, I'm so glad they're in that category. I love Eric Kashishi so much. I love everything they do. And yeah, ever since Dimension 20, when they're playing, the the Spider Queen, which is basically in a campaign where it's a parody of Lord of the Rings villains. And Erica is playing some sort of Queen of the Spider, like a Shelob, sort of. Oh, so those notification appears when they pop. I just realized that. So yeah, a little shout out. A little shout out to Elysteria, like whatever story appears on my feed, and like I got a little notification, and then her picture is on my stream. Hello, so a little shout out to Elysteria. She's in Australia right now. I can barely rate her now, because she's also going through a lot because she's trying to get Australian citizenship as well, so she's got a lot of hoops to jump through. Not much time to stream either. And the fact that it's summer out there. Very, very hot. So yeah, Konatsu Kato for Silent Hill 4. F. Why did I say 4? Because of the F? Yeah, if I were to name a Silent Hill F, anything else would be Silent Hill Forte, because that specially designed F means forte in music language. Speaking of music, best audio design. So of course I voted for Silent Hill F, because audio design for a horror game is always very, very important, and yeah. Ghost of Yote Sucker Punch, Death Stranding 2, I could have go vote for that. My heart wanted me to vote for every Death Stranding 2 category, but there's no way I could have done that. So, yeah. Best score in music. I went for L'Oriente Star. Like, what are we kidding? Like, I love Woodkid and Ludwig Forcell. I love the ambience. Like, I would have played their music on my playlist. But Clan Obscure, I want to sing them. That's even worse. So yeah, I want to learn them and sing them. Because there's some song, I want to know the lyrics. I've been saying that for 6 months now. I haven't done anything yet. But yeah, I want to learn the lyrics, sing them, because there's so much pretty songs, and they're in my native language. And also for the fact that what did I wanted to say? Because I was distracted by another thought. What did I wanted to say? Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna remove my earbuds to get better thinking. What did I wanted to say about Oh yeah. Some people, when they sing French, I don't even understand their French. Like, they nailed the notes, but I don't know if they nailed the lyrics, or they nailed the lyrics as they are heard. And so, because sometimes the song sorry, Zelda. Epic Zelda. Yeah, somehow like the songs, the sentences that are built in French are weirdly built. Like, they're built like a prophecy or in a poem, like very old French syntax. And sometimes I can barely catch anything. Like something in Old English saying from somebody whose native language isn't even French. Hello, Mizuki. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you. Sorry, I couldn't see the chat right now. I was focused on my train of thought. So I'm so glad you're here, Mizuki. I'm just giving my 2 cents about the Game Awards that are coming this Thursday. I'm gonna show you my vote and why I voted for them. And that reminded me. I was distracted by a thought. This is something that I wanted to say. I said it last time, but the sound was scuffy. Basically, it brings back to why there were nobody from Death Stranding 2 on the beach that got on the best performance, because Clair Obscur stole half of the spot, and it's unfair, I think. I think that they should be limited to one performance per game, because it's quite unfair, like that one spot out of 2 is from Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Like, I understand their amazing performance. The game is dope. The game is an absolute game of the year. No contest. No contest. But it's just a small gripe that I have on my part. Is just like, I don't know if it's the voice director telling them to say it like that instead of going for French integrity, but that game gets on my nerve every time they say putang or patang, because that's not how putang is pronounced. They want to swear in French. Don't invent some word, putang. Like, they're doing okay with merde. They're doing some fine job with merde, but they go with putang, like putang. Like, I can't even recognize the word. It's like, no, you're not French. You say a word like that, you're made fun at. You're being made fun of. End of story. So yeah, that's my end of my rant. It's only my opinion. I'm sticking to it. You don't have to share it. Best art direction. Yeah, I voted for Ghost of Yotei, of course. It's so beautiful, so artsy fartsy. And even though Clair Obscur is doing amazing art, it deserves to be there. 80s 2 deserve to be there. Death Stranding 2, I'm biased for Death Stranding 2, but it deserves to be there as well. And then we have Hollow Knight, of course. I'm so glad that Hollow Knight has a lot of recognition. But yeah, I'm gonna vote for Ghost of Yotei because it's deserved. Best narrative, of course, I did for This Is Where I Will Not Budge. I will concede Death Stranding 2, if he doesn't win anything, I don't think that's going to happen because Hideo Kojima is going to be there. And like they're ever going to make a move from Japan so he can come back empty-handed. Of course, he's going to win a category. And if he has to win something, it has to be Best Narrative. It's like, this is something I will never concede. This is non-negotiable. I can understand maybe not the best direction. Like, I went for Split Fiction on this one, but because, like, outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Like, sequel, and then we have this. And this. You can argue that this is a sequel as well because it plays the same. It plays the same as It Takes Two. It's the same gimmick, so you can argue that it's a sequel, but no, it's its own story basically. And yeah, Clair Obscur. It's nobody's. Clair Obscur is nobody's sequel. But yeah, Clair Obscur is 100% Game of the Year, no contest. But I hear some people making an interesting devil's advocate opinion, um, which is basically the wild card Donkey Kong Bonanza. Because there was a lot of retro love that's been poured into Astrobot. Like it was an old timey platformer. People loved it. It was fun. So if they put that same love for Donkey Kong, let's go like okay, it's retro, and at some point it also reinvent and refresh an old franchise instead of comparing it to other stuff that's already been existing, basically. So